Prime Minister Andrew Holness and the health sector. It is disheartening to see on national TV the disregard that was given to the Prime Minister of Jamaica, while when we go on other programs, we can carry ourselves with decorum and discipline. But let's get into it. This is not a money issue. So what is the issue? It is the first time in Jamaican history that the NHF, the National Health Fund, has increased subsidies to $7,500 and including 28 other chronic illnesses such as bladder, cancer, and inflammatory, among other things. Money is not the issue. So what is the issue? It is the first time in history that the Bustamante Hospital has a 36-bed ward to house parents that children are on the Bustamante Hospital ward for whatever illnesses. Because before, you know what happened? No matter how sick your child was, you'd have to leave. This infrastructure has kitchenette, breastfeeding zone, lounges, among other things. The problem is not just infrastructure. So what is the problem? It is the first time in Jamaica history that healthcare has been free for so long. And this was spearheaded by the Bruce Golding administration. So what is the issue? Money is not really the issue. Infrastructure is not the issue. So what is the issue? It is the first time in Jamaican history where so much hospital are fixed one time. Spanish Town Hospital, St. Anne Hospital, Clarendon Hospital, Black River Hospital, and I won't even go into make mention of Hurricane Melissa. Infrastructure is not the issue. Money is not the issue. Because this is the first time in Jamaica history that civil servant workers has received so much increase and no wage freeze. So Carla, what is the issue? What is the issue? I don't want to go ahead and tell you the issue, you know. I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to think and brainstorm for yourselves. Because this issue is not no 1 week issue with the health sector. This is no 2-year issue. This is no 5-year issue. This is a decade-long issue. So what is the problem? People will say, but Carla, it's taxpayers' money. Yes, it's taxpayers' money. But it's the first time we ever say taxpayers' money are put to good use. So Jamaica, what is the...
So the PMP expects to just come out here and tell us that Dwayne Vaz, opposition spokesperson for Roads and Works, has stepped down from his position to focus on his constituency. The PMP is so riled up in so many negative things that's out there in the media as an opposition. This is clearly telling us that the PMP, they are not showing themselves to be a viable proposition party to run this country. No, Dwayne Vaz, with everything that Dwayne Vaz's name has been toiled up in, and the PMP's leadership has never made it a point of duty to tell Dwayne Vaz to step down and focus on his constituency. But now, when nothing is surrounding his name, the PMP comes forward to tell us that Dwayne Vaz is going to step down. Come on, PMP. Jamaica needs to know what exactly is happening within the PMP. What exactly is happening between Dwayne Vaz and the leadership of the PMP opposition leader Mark Golding. What exactly is happening between the two members of parliament, so that Dwayne Vaz know, after being riled up in so many things and he never stepped down, know that his name is on the quiet side for now. He's stepping down to focus on his constituency. We are not fools. Something is happening in the PMP, but we're waiting. We're giving the PMP time to come out here and tell us what it is before it is that we broadcast what we know that is happening in the PMP. Dwayne Vaz didn't just step down like that.
For Westmoreland Central, Dwayne Vaz has stepped down from his post as Deputy Opposition Spokesperson for Roads and Works. A release from the People's National Party stated that Mr. Vaz indicated that he wanted to focus on his constituency responsibilities. Mr. Vaz defeated the JLP's
PMP, You need to come out here and tell us exactly what is happening in the party and what is happening between the leader of the opposition PNP and Dwayne Vaz from Central Westmoreland.
And even rudely, disrespectfully, the comers them walk out a meeting from Peter Phillips. Do the man bad. People go there cry when them see how risers and gold in them deal with Dr. Phillips. So nobody shouldn't have to tell Mark Golding, say, brother, you lose, go on now. So Mark Golding rather mash up the party when by than for just step aside. You understand? And I don't know, like, why just, you lose. Who, guys, you see in politics, the truth, the truth and the sad truth of it is, more time in a politics, when times they come on to elections and them kind of thing there, in a Mark Golding position, everybody want to win. The party want to win. JLPR, PNP, the party want to win. They want to form the next government. And if you are not a viable person who can bring the party to victory, you've already faced the electorate. You've already lost. Okay? And it's not like you come back with a different energy. You know, come back with a different blueprint. It's the same style, same vibes, same thing, same set of people them, the liar them, the Dayton Campbell them, the disrespecting of the parliament. No sense of, you know, there's no leadership really. When you look at how they go on with the speaker and just everything, the whole be a backlash upon them. Them behavior the first thing. You know, come back with none of that style. So the people them still see Mark Golding as, you know, somebody who cannot bring the party to victory. Because you see when you hear them out here attack, it's the risers them alone. One look a handful of them. The same handful of them want to see up a crossroad right there. Right? Then could bring out 1,000 people and them alone as the Mark Golding. Nobody else now say Mark Golding. Right? The majority of the PNP base right now, I can tell you guys, they would rather to see Andrew Holness and Damian Crawford go head to head and Damian Crawford lose. They rather to see that. But them already know, say Jamaica people them, by majority, then now go put Mark Golding there. Then now go put him there. Me I tell you no. Jamaica people them, when they look on the, you know what? I don't even want to go there. I don't. I was going to talk about a reminder of our colonial past and the fact that, you know, the PNP does not seem like it's in a modern Jamaica that we are right now. You see their foreign policy position. You see just everything. You know, it's a lot. And I'm not going to get into it. But it is just so appalling to me that after losing, normally when people lose and, you know, when people lose and them is the people want to win, them are going to move out of the way. I saw you going on. That's how it is. Peter Phillips could have stayed and fight too, right? But a man must know when it's time to go. And it's time to go for Mark Golding. So, me don't know. Me go finish your blunderbuss, I say so.
And then on the weekend came this statement from the party. Dwayne Vaz steps down as deputy spokesperson to focus on constituency. That is Central Westmoreland.
Yes.
The statement says, following discussions with opposition leader Mark Golding, MP Dwayne Vaz has decided to focus on his constituency responsibilities and will no longer serve as deputy spokesperson. The leader and the party understands this decision and thanks MP Vaz for his service. That is it. That is the official position. Well, it's more than this. Vaz, I gather, is a key organizer for Damien Crawford and Damien Crawford's team that's being assembled across the country to make his bid for the leadership next year. And certainly, according to some of the Crawford people, on top of his own problems in the constituency of Central Westmoreland, where he is under stress. One, he lost his councillor, Julian Chang, and that story was very public, the falling out between Dwayne Vaz and Julian Chang, which resulted in Councillor Chang resigning from the PNP and has gone independent in the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation. And there are strong whispers that Miss Chang is about to be joined by two other PNP councillors
Me not tell you no.
from Dwayne Vaz's Central Westmoreland constituency.
Guys, don't me tell you no where they say. Me say a two. Me say two councillors I go left the PNP. But him now I say a three. Me never know say a three. But me tell you no say two. Me sure about two. So, me could say.
On the independent benches, at least for the time being. Yeah, two more. And now we're learning that Mr. Vaz himself has really been sacked, fired
Oh,
from the front bench of the opposition
I saw me here too. Yes.
in terms of shadowing portfolios.
Yes, that's true. True.
And that Mr. Vaz has made it clear that he's not supporting Mark Golding going forward.
Backside.
He has been saying that to a number of people in his constituency at a number of meetings, I'm told by my sources in Westmoreland, that it is pretty well known that he and Golding have fallen out because he's being accused as a traitor
You're there.
because Golding and the leadership supported him in Central Westmoreland.
Me
When
dear.
he came under pressure,
Eh.
it was a competitive race. And now it is being said that the leader cannot depend on him, cannot trust him.
All right. So the other thing now, guys, with the opposition, when it comes on to the Rise United faction, I have been telling you guys for ages that they operate like a cult. So in other words, once you don't agree with something that they are doing, they're gonna do everything for cut your throat. I saw them operate. So in this man here, Dwayne Vaz, he was never a riser really to start with. You know, 'cause remember, him did support Lisa Hanna over Mark Golding. And he almost didn't get to run back down here. Okay? I just threw him come now and kinda start rally round with Mark Golding. Then say, all right, then go and give him a blight. And then give him the blight. So they might be saying among themselves, no, see, I told you guys, he's not a part of the cult. You can't trust them. You understand? But it's democracy. You don't have to support somebody if you don't want to. That's the way it is. But they don't see it that way. And they will harm you if you go against them. Them don't believe in a democracy. Them don't believe in it. That's why the leader can call Dwayne Vaz a traitor basically. Because him not supposed to go against Mark Golding. Mark Golding, me no know, as me saying, I'm telling you, know. Tell me if I saw British man them operate, English man them, if I saw them operate. Because Mark Golding a move like a gang leader. He move like a gang leader. What leader go say to somebody say, you betray them because you don't support them? That's how things work. That's how it's always been. You know, somebody is up for leadership or whatever, you have that freedom to choose who you want to support. Nobody should ever threaten you or tell you that you're a traitor and all these things. Guys, me say them a cult, a gang leader and gang member them. I could finish listening this soon done.
So was he fired or did he voluntarily walked out of the camp, out of the shadow cabinet? So, watch this one. It's going to develop. And I don't know what other cards, what other moves are being made now, but what is clear, moves are being made politically. Yeah? To get people ahead of the game for what is coming. It is widely...
Lord God. Murder. No, sir. Guys, what a saga, eh? So, based on what I am seeing, because I went on social media this evening and kind of look around and scroll around, and the people them who I say Mark Golding, and you know what, to be honest with you, I think the opposition party and their base and their membership, they're battle weary, you know. First time when you hear say internal election are going in at the opposition party or any party, a pandemonium. You know, everybody put on them best dress and everybody look for show out, and you know, it's always an exciting and enthusiastic thing. But in the PNP, on the other hand, guys, it is warfare. It is no longer a moment of, you know, celebration and, you know, a moment to kind of give the party a little buzz, you know. It's not that kind of thing anymore. Ever since Rise United movement cult formed within the PNP, it's like a real true warfare. So you don't really see a lot of people getting excited about this whole thing. You know, everybody's kind of like bracing themselves for a war. And that's the whole mood and that's the whole vibe. Anyway, we not really have no interest in that. I really and truly the country, but only know me have to carry the information come give you. So I'm tell you something now. From yesterday, from the PNP, them go dig up the video where the nurses went to Jamaica House and met with the Prime Minister. And that one head nurse who spoke about the challenges. And you know, so some people are cuss her. Some people are say she's too abrasive and she sounds like she's campaigning against the country, and she's, you know, she doesn't sound like she's speaking up for the nurses. Because based on what I observed, when you listen to all the other nurses in the room, they were saying, you know, they're glad to be there representing their parish. They love their profession. They love what they do, you know, and they seem happy and they seem content with what they do. But this one nurse, with the whole heap of button them on her clothes, and show say she has seniority and she's seasoned in the thing. She spoke in a way that would make you think that she come there not to advocate for nurses, but to fight, you know, kind of thing. Now, guys, me can tell you to say a lot of older nurses, and it's not just Jamaican nurses, but a lot of older nurses, for some reason, they have this attitude about them that it's not really warm. It's not really, it's like them walk with a chip on them shoulder all the time. I've observed that. You understand? And it can be sometimes hard to work with them. But me not really take it personally. Understand? Because if you watch the whole thing, you will see that it was a pleasant meeting. It was a pleasant experience. We know as Jamaicans and as members of the healthcare community, we know that there are challenges in healthcare. So if she is voicing some of those challenges publicly, I think it's fine, you know. I mean, when she